So you don't want to be like Judas. Let's look at Judas, one of the disciples of Jesus. He walked around with him and he saw all these miracles he did. So let's look at his downfall. What caused him to downfall? Was it the fact that he held on to all the money? Remember, Jesus said money is the root of all evil. Could it be the money? I don't know. But there's a point where he decided he wasn't going to listen to Jesus anymore. And he said, well, why wasn't this perfume sold for the poor? Money sold for money and given to the poor. Why'd you waste it? Jesus said, well, she did this for my burial. She did this great thing. It wasn't wasted. And they'll talk about this for forever and ever, Well, that was kind of like the first thing he did. Well, then Satan entered into him. Jesus said that Satan entered into him. He said, what you must do quickly. And Satan entered into him, and then he went out and betrayed him. So he was thinking, well, I'm going to get 30. He already talked to him, what would you give me? And he said, 30 pieces of silver. We'll give you 30 pieces of silver. So he conspired. He was conspiring and thinking about the money, what he was going to do with the 30 pieces of silver, I guess. So then that was full. He probably felt powerful, more powerful than the other disciples because of all the money he had and was thinking about money all the time. So then he went out and, when Satan entered into him, Satan deceived him. So Satan was thinking, yeah, you're going to get all this money and everything. And Satan got him thinking about that and coveting after the money, He was deceived. Part of him didn't realize what he was doing, He's just like, he went out and just betrayed him. Then what did he do? He repented after he realized, right? So maybe the devil left him after he betrayed him. We know the devil entered into him when he was betrayed. Maybe the devil left him anyway. He repented and he said, I don't want this money anymore, and threw it down. And then he went out and hung himself. So that wasn't God's will that he hung himself. Peter also repented and wept bitterly. So anyway, Judas, you don't want to be like Judas. Sad, terrible thing.